everyone, Lemmy here. Today we're doing a quite different kind of video and I've been honestly so excited to film this for so long. So let's just jump right into it. What we're doing today is gonna be a YesStyle haul. I know, you've probably seen so many of those on YouTube that you're like, why is this so special? Well, I've been wanting to do this forever. Actually, let's roll this a little bit back so you can understand me a little better. The thing is, I've been wanting to shop at YesStyle for years. They've been popping up on my feed left and right on Instagram and YouTube and wherever. I've been seeing them all around for so long. I made an account at YesStyle way over a year ago at the time when I actually first shopped for this video with them. And the thing is, I never dared to actually buy something from them. I feel like a lot of people have probably had this problem before on the internet. There's so many awesome shops out there on the World Wide Web, but there's also quite a lot of pretty bad shops. You end up buying stuff and you're super excited for your package and it shows up on your door and the clothing is just weird, you know, like the kind of clothing where you feel like they had a picture of the piece of clothing that they wanted to do and they just gave the picture to someone and said, you have 5 minutes, make something as close to this as possible, and you just have that piece of clothing and you're like, yeah, that's not what I wanted. The color is wrong, the cut is odd, and it's the wrong size, and just everything is kind of wrong with it. So oftentimes, like with a shop like YesStyle, it just always looked so awesome. The clothing on there looked so good and the prices were just too good to be true. And I just never dared to shop with them. I was always so scared that I'm gonna end up investing money and being really disappointed. So yeah, how was this video actually born? Well, this year my birthday came around and I got a pretty big money gift and I was told to spend it on myself and not on my video creation for once. Well, this kind of ended up being for my video creation anyways. But yeah, what I ended up deciding to do with the money was that I finally wanted to try out YesStyle because I've been just eyeing it for so long. The birthday money that I ended up getting this year, I was like, this is play money. This is money I did not expect to have. So if it ends up being a bad purchase, it's not gonna hurt as much for the money to be gone. So I decided that with this birthday money that I got, I am gonna be testing YesStyle. So yeah, for anyone that's sitting here right now and is like, what's YesStyle? I got a little bit of background info for you, so you get a little bit of an idea what's going on here exactly. YesStyle is actually one of the probably best known clothing online shops in the world, I would say. Like, I feel like most influencers at least know about it. And it's a huge shop that is set in Hong Kong. But what's really important here to note is that it's a reseller, meaning that it resells a lot of different brands, mostly based in Asia, but also some American brands. YesStyle is really known for selling really trendy clothing for really low prices and for really good discounts, as well as being a reseller for K-beauty, which is oftentimes really hard to get outside of Korea. Before I go into the review part of this video, I again wanna emphasize that YesStyle is a reseller, meaning there's a lot of different brands on this website, meaning, I said meaning too often right now. In the end, a really big tip that I have for you all when shopping at any reseller really is look at the reviews and look at the brands. Because a shop as big as YesStyle has so many brands on there, and there is some really high quality stuff that like I can afford buying from them, and at the same time there's rather cheap brands that will probably also have the kind of, you know, Monday items, as you might call them, that are just not really what you would expect from them to be, where there's just loose threads everywhere and all that kind of stuff. What I want to preface here is that all of the K-beauty brands that I've tried out with them have been legitimate, so there's no counterfeit products there. But as for the clothing items, there might be the same type of item sold by several different brands, and depending on which brand you actually buy it from, you might get a different kind of quality. But yeah, this much for the background info for YesStyle for now. If you want to know anything more, they have a good website with a big about section, a big FAQ section, so if you have any more questions, you can go there and check for yourself any more info that you might feel like you need. And now to the part why it took me so long to make this video. As some of you might know, my birthday is actually in March, and right now as I'm filming this, it's late August. So why exactly did it take me so long to make this video? When this idea formed in my head of doing this video and doing like a real shop test, I wanted to be really sure that I don't give any false information to you guys. I want to be very fair and I want to give them a good chance to do everything right, but of course also a chance to do everything wrong, because otherwise it wouldn't really be a fair test, right? So I actually ordered with YesStyle throughout throughout several months before making this video. So I actually completed a total of 6 orders throughout several months and also throughout the entire pandemic that's been going around to really be sure of what I want to say here. At this point in the video, I want to disclose that right now I am a YesStyle influencer, but I was not at the point where I ordered any of the 6 orders that I fulfilled before building my entire opinion. Actually, when I started working on this video, I was not in a position where I thought I would ever be able to apply to be an influencer for theirs. Now, thanks to you guys who are watching my videos and supporting me, I am actually at the point where I was able to apply and to become an influencer for their website. And of course, I would not be doing that if I did not have the opinion that I can totally recommend them to you. But I want to make sure that you guys understand that whether or not I'm an influencer of theirs did not and will not influence. That's a weird sentence to use influence that often. But yeah, being an influencer for theirs does not influence my opinion at all. My review today here is gonna be as honest as always. That's also why I wanted to make sure to finish every single of these orders and have every single of these orders at my doorstep before even applying to become an influencer for theirs, because I wanted to make sure that this review is the review of a normal person like you and I. Yeah. Anyways, yes, so at this point I'm a YesStyle influencer, and I will also tell you guys, if you want to order with them later after having seen this entire video and you decide for yourself, this is a place where I want to shop. You can always use my code, it's down here. The code is very easy, it's just my name. So yeah, now that all is said and done, I would say let's go into the review and see what I think about YesStyle. You already at this point know that it's gotta be good, otherwise I wouldn't have applied to become an influencer for theirs. But of course, it doesn't mean that there is absolutely no negatives. So let me go really deep into what I think about them and also show you guys what I bought. So first up for the review, I wrote a couple of notes down that I'm gonna be reading from so I don't forget something, because of course this is kind of important, right? So first up for the prices. As said in the beginning, I was in a situation where I couldn't really believe the prices on YesStyle. I thought they were too low to be real, too low to be actually legit. So as for the prices, I am gonna say they do offer a lot of prices that are actually a steal. What is important is that you don't just look at the price, but you also look at the reviews. If you're unsure and you don't have the money to really take too much risks, then stick with the stuff that has a lot of reviews and has good reviews. And probably also watch a couple of this kind of videos where people actually try on stuff and show you stuff in person, just to be completely sure, because as said again, YesStyle is a reseller, so they have great things, but they probably also have a couple of things that are not as great as they look on the internet. Do check reviews, and also, even if the prices seem very good, it's best to keep an eye out. Like I personally, if I find an item that I want to have, I kind of keep an eye out of it for a couple of weeks and see how the price goes up and down, because YesStyle has a lot of promotions. Like they often put stuff into an 80% flash sale, but the important thing is, and I also saw it happening in Korea a lot, things are almost always on sale, and things being on sale doesn't actually mean that the price is any better than usual. It just means that they are on a promotion right now, but sometimes the base price is infiltrated a bit. That is completely normal with a lot of online retailers, especially with Asian retailers, so that does not mean they're a shady website, but I definitely recommend to keep an eye out for any items that you really want to get. If you cannot afford to lose any money, or if you really want to get the absolute best price ever, it's best to kind of keep an eye out, or also to compare with a couple of other websites so you can see what the normal price for this item is. But I can tell you that with YesStyle, usually, especially for K-beauty stuff, you get amazing prices. Like I can tell you guys that some of the K-beauty prices that you get on YesStyle are actually better than the prices that you are gonna get in Korea. Like the lip tint I'm wearing right now is actually a part of today's haul. I'm gonna talk about it a bit more later on, but I'm gonna tell you that I bought the same lip tint in another color in Korea, and it was 50% off, and I bought it for cheaper on YesStyle, and it is the exact same item. It was just still over €1 cheaper than what I got in Korea for already half price off. So you can definitely get really good prices for especially K-beauty, also for clothing items. But the thing with clothing items is that I'm not really that much of a brand person when it comes to clothing items, so I don't really have that good of an idea of the prices for clothing items. And also I haven't seen these clothing items in store, and I don't know their actual in-store prices. But with K-beauty stuff, I can tell you guys that the prices that you're gonna find on YesStyle are oftentimes even better than what I saw in Korea, which is pretty damn amazing, especially considering that you can get pretty cheap or even free shipping from YesStyle. And that's already where we're coming to the next point, which actually is the shipping. throughout the making of this video and throughout this entire test of YesStyle that I did, the shipping has been really interesting to see because, of course, throughout the entire global situation at the moment, they really didn't have an easy time impressing me, of course. Postal service was really all over the place, and if you got anything from internationally, there was often months of waiting time. But as for the shipping, I'm actually gonna have to speak out a huge compliment to YesStyle. There was a short time in April where I actually stopped shipping to Germany, but the stuff that I had already ordered, they still send out, and they did not up the price at all. I saw with a lot of other stores that they are actually still having the stuff that I ordered months ago with them. Because it's gotten more expensive for them to ship it, they actually still have it with them, and they have actually not sent it out to me. Whereas YesStyle still send out everything that I had already paid for with free shipping, even though for them it was really expensive to actually ship it to me. So what I'm gonna say for the shipping first is I'm not gonna say right here how much the shipping is, because it's still not back to normal. When it was normal back in the day, it used to be if you buy anything over $35 worth, you get free shipping to anywhere in Europe, I believe. At least for me it was. But with shipping right now, especially with the entire situation that's kind of still ongoing, I definitely recommend you check out how exactly shipping for you is. Most of the time, and after the pandemic is over, I'm sure it's gonna go back to this, is if you purchase a minimum amount, you're gonna get free shipping, and otherwise the shipping is pretty cheap. And also the shipping is pretty quick considering how far it has to travel. Like, it doesn't end up on your doorstep the day after, and I don't expect that. I mean, it's coming from pretty far away, and the shipping is super cheap. So I honestly wouldn't mind waiting a month or two, but usually shipping is actually really quick. So far, all the times that I ordered something, the longest I have waited after they send it out was 3 weeks. The shortest I waited was actually just about 1 week, which is incredibly fast. Getting something so quickly and not paying for shipping is actually amazing, especially during this situation, because as said, I ordered 6 times during a global pandemic. So considering that the longest I ever had to wait was 3 weeks was... And when we're talking about shipping right now, you might have seen in a couple of online reviews that people are saying, I ordered forever ago and I still haven't gotten it. How is that? The important thing, and this is like less of a shipping tip really, but a shopping tip. When you're shopping at YesStyle, it's always going to tell you, like, at the point where you choose which color you want or which size you want, it's always going to tell you how long it takes for this item to be in stock. So if it says 24 hours and everything in your order is in stock in 24 hours, they're going to send it out in 24 hours. But if something says it's going to take 4 weeks for them to be in stock, that means they can only send your order, your entire order, away after they have this item that might take 4 weeks for them to get it into stock. So if you want to get your order quick, make sure that you only buy stuff that is actually gonna be in stock quick. Because of course, if they're gonna have to wait 4 weeks for everything to be in stock and then they send it out, and depending on where you live, it might take another 3-ish weeks to get to you, then of course it's gonna add up to be quite a lot of time. Another thing that actually kind of goes into the point of shipping is customs. So the amazing part about YesStyle, which I actually luckily never had to test out, but I do want to mention it here, is that if your stuff ever gets caught in customs, YesStyle actually says that they're going to reimburse you for all of the money that you had to pay in custom fees. I luckily never had to do that. I was actually very afraid of buying with YesStyle because it's international, because whenever I buy some of my BTS merch from the BTS online shop, it always gets stuck in customs every single time, and I always have to pay customs, and it's expensive. It's really expensive, and I hate it. I'm actually not going to go in depth about the entire customs thing. That's probably something for another video if anyone is really interested in that. I'm just going to say with YesStyle, unless you actually buy like a boatload of clothing, you can be rather sure that it's not going to be caught up in customs. As long as it fits into a small-ish package, I'm pretty sure it's not going to get caught up. I'm just going to say that 6 of my packages made it through completely fine, and I'm going to tell you, German customs are very strict, especially in my local area. I feel like they've got it out for me because of my BTS orders, is they always get caught every single time. Now up to the next point, this is customer support. I am very picky when it comes to customer support because I personally worked in customer support for several years, so I know how hard that job is, but I also know that a lot of customer support workers often just copy paste pre-made answers and they don't even actually read your question, and that just really hurts me in here. So I'm kind of picky when it comes to customer support, and I really want to see people try to help me, and I can 100% recommend the customer support of YesStyle so far. I've actually had an embarrassing number of run-ins with customer support with YesStyle because that's just so many issues. This is so embarrassing to even talk about, but yeah, I had about 5 exchanges with customer support over my 6 orders, maybe even more. But yeah, I ended up actually not wanting to buy what I bought, so I ended up canceling again through customer support. Bought the wrong size, I bought the wrong color, I had questions about my shipment. I had a lot of questions. So I had a lot of run-ins with customer support, and from my experience, I can tell you all my questions got answered within 24 hours when it was a working day or right after the weekend if I sent something on the weekend. I think the longest I had to wait was not a full 2 days. It was like 1.5 days, and I don't even want to know when I send my request in their time zone. But really, my experiences with the customer support of YesStyle have been really good. Even if they couldn't give me the answer that I probably wanted to hear, they've always been very polite, they've always been very helpful, and they always did their best. But yeah, if you do have any questions about YesStyle, I totally recommend you guys just reach out to customer support, because for me, they've been amazing so far. They speak great English and they really understand me, even though I know that my way of talking in English is pretty complicated, because I always want to make sure that everyone understands me and end up making it so complicated that no one understands me anymore. But they always understood what I meant, and they always did their best to help me. Then another point I want to address here is goodies, and I'm just going to count everything in here that is anything on top of the usual pricing. I'm going to say that YesStyle has amazing discounts. They have discounts basically every week. Like, there's always a sale going on YesStyle, and if you just wait a week or two, you're definitely also going to have a sale where there's an extra code that you can get extra money off. But also, please use my code. My code is Landira. That's just my name. No one's ever used it so far, but if you use my code, you're also going to get money off, and it's also going to help me, and that would make me very happy. So I mean, consider using it. I personally find from my experiences with other K-beauty shops and all of that stuff, I don't find YesStyle to put a lot of samples or stuff into your order. I actually haven't seen them put any samples in that weren't already in my basket if they had a promotion for samples at the moment. But as said, they have a lot of amazing promotions when it comes to saving money, and also they used to have a free gift that you could get. I think it was like a free gift every day and you could add it to your order. Unfortunately, they currently don't do the free gift thing anymore. In the current situation, I totally understand that. I didn't get to test it out, but they used to do that. And honestly, I'm gonna say, I feel like with all of the promotions and discounts that they do, and also with the influencer codes, no, but really, you can save so much money using YesStyle that I feel like it's not that important that you don't get that many samples. That being said, if you're looking out for samples, there's other shops that probably offer more samples. But then again, you probably end up spending more money for the actual items there. And then as a last point, before we actually get into the haul, I quickly want to prepare you guys what my haul actually was. The haul that I'm going to be showing you guys today is just 2 of the orders that I made, not the entire 6 orders that I have laying around here. If you guys end up actually enjoying today's video, please let me know, and I can totally make you guys even more videos. I do have the stuff laying around here. I just didn't want to put that much content into here. So I think 2 orders is going to be enough to give you like a base understanding of what kind of stuff you're going to get when you order with them, and also probably give you some ideas of what you might want to order if you want to try them out. So the haul I'm going to be showing you guys today is 2 orders with a total of 11 items. This includes 3 accessories, 5 makeup items, and 3 clothing items. I'm just going to be saying it right here because I'm not going to be unpacking it here. I'm going to be trying on all the stuff here, but I'm not going to actually be like opening up the boxes because they've been here since April. But as for the shipping condition, I'm just going to say everything arrived perfectly fine. Nothing was damaged in any sort of way, if that's something that is important to you, which it should be. Yeah, everything was packaged amazingly well, actually. Everything was super tight, and I was already like, oh my god, the package is just gonna like squish everything inside. But then there was so much bubble wrap in there that everything turned out to be completely fine, and it was just compressed so small. I was like, how is all of my stuff gonna fit in there? But it did, and everything arrived super well. I've been talking for too long. But yeah, that's it from me for now. Please do enjoy my haul, and let me know if you want to see any more of these kinds of videos. Before there's any actual content of value for you guys, here's a cool montage. This is me. For a little bit of a better context, here's my very rough measurements. I'm exactly 1.60 m tall, and I'm about 63 kilograms at the moment. I'm not sure what that is in American measurements, but I'm sure you can Google it. The first item I'm showing you here is a set. It contains a top, a blazer, and some pretty fancy shorts. I actually like the top the best out of the entire set because it's pretty comfy, and I mean, can you ever have enough black tops? Because I don't think so. The only problem that I have with it is that it's a little bit see-through, but I guess that kind of depends on how much you're stretching it out. The blazer and the shorts are both pretty nice, considering that I got this entire set for about 18 euros when it was on sale. So the quality is definitely not anything groundbreaking, but it's pretty good for the price that I paid for all 3 items together. The material of the blazer and the shorts is rather thin, but that's personally not a downside for me because it's a lot easier to wear it like this in summer and it doesn't get as hot as it gets in like normal blazer material. So I actually find this pretty good for like casual wear. The nice thing about the set is that you can totally mix and match all of the pieces. The pants unfortunately don't fit that perfectly on me. I feel like I got a little bit too much space in them, but they're alright. Probably if you actually took your measurements before buying, you would not run into this problem. I'm totally in love with this hoodie. It's got an amazing material. I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, it's a lot too warm to wear in August, but I mean, that's when I'm filming this video, so that's kind of my fault. But I absolutely love the material of it. It's really warm inside, so it's really cozy. It's looking amazing. The only kind of downside is that the text that it says on top of the hoodie really doesn't make any sense at all, but it looks very stylish. It's probably the most stylish piece of clothing I own. I absolutely wanted to love this dress, and I actually do love this dress. Unfortunately though, it doesn't really fit. I selected my sizing by going through the reviews and trusting people that have a similar frame to me, but that didn't really work out that well. I bought this in the size L and I really thought that would be enough because I usually wear between an S and an M. But unfortunately it is too small, and that really hurts my heart so much because I think this dress looks absolutely stunning. I'm actually considering buying it again in XL just because I think this dress looks so incredibly beautiful. And it just breaks my heart that my boobs are too large for it apparently, and my shoulders as well. If I were to buy the XL again and it would still be too small, I would just probably cry. But yeah, I can totally recommend this dress. I think it's so beautiful. It looks even better in person than it did on the picture on the website. But please actually measure yourself and read the measurements on the website. I didn't, and I really regret it because I really wanted this to fit. I probably just used this as my workout motivation. The dress, by the way, also has this really cute belt that you can detach that I did not realize until I already was out of the dress again, and it took me forever to get out, so you're just seeing it on me like this because I'm not going back into the dress. It's too small. I also bought this cute choker set for my sister Xavi because I think it totally fits her style. Obviously, I dragged her in a necklace back here just so she can model it for you guys. I hope you're not already tired of this music because I got more items for you. I demonstrated 2 items at the same time here, so bear with me if they get a little bit mixed up. First up, we had this makeup base, which is honestly a lifesaver. Please appreciate how much product I wasted for this shop, by the way. A little goes a long way with this usually. The green color here cancels out redness in your skin, and it evens out your overall skin tone. As this also has light SPF, I often wear this if I can't be bothered to wear foundation or even BB cream. This already helps my skin a lot since I struggle with redness pretty often. Also, if I filmed this on any other day, you would probably be able to see this a lot better because on that day it was raining outside and it was kinda dark, so I'm sorry about the colors. I swear though, it does wonders to my skin. Then we have this lipstick, and I'm telling you, I hated this the first time I tried it. If you wear lip balm underneath it, it's actually pretty fine and comfortable, but without lip balm, it feels as dry as the Sahara. I've grown to like it a bit more by now than I did when I first tried it, but there's better lip tints coming up. In defense of this lip tint though, I gotta say, it would look better if I applied it with a mirror because honestly, I could barely see my lips while filming this. Nothing much to be said about this item really. You've probably seen it in a couple of my other videos before. I'd actually never owned a choker before in my life, and damn, I've been missing out. It just instantly makes every outfit look way more interesting than before. I did pick up 2 shades of Romance Zero Velvet Tint to fuel my lipstick addiction. Honestly, I wasn't very impressed at first, But the same as with the pony effect lipstick earlier, lip balm does wonders. These ones aren't as drying as the product I showed earlier, but I still wouldn't wear them without lip balm underneath. That being said, with lip balm they become quite comfortable to wear and the colors are super beautiful. The colors are not as shown in their official swatches though, so do make sure to check a video online just like this one to make sure which color you actually want. Like most velvet formulas, this lip tint transfers pretty easily, but for some reason it actually manages to not get patchy throughout the day unless you eat. Next up is something pretty different from the rest. This is a super cute avocado phone case that I picked up with concerts in mind. It has an attachable strap so you can wear the phone just like a bag if you don't want to put it into your bag and back out of the bag all the time every time you want to take photos. It also has a little wallet function that I really liked and was kind of the reason why I picked it up in the first place. Unfortunately, the wallet function is quite useless in my case because while you can open it, the wallet space inside is either sewn shut or it was never intended to open. I'm not really sure. One way or another, at least in the case of the item that I received, I cannot fit a single credit card into it because the space is just impossible to open up. Luckily, the design remains strikingly cute and is a total match for me because I'm a huge avocado lover. Like, I just love avocados. So I definitely intend on using the phone case the next time I go travel and I just need my phone for taking lots of photos and I don't want to like take it out of my bag and put it back in all the time. So I definitely think that this strap is really cute and really functional, but unfortunately the wallet option is just a miss. Last but not least, my personal favorite from this haul, the Pure Waterlight Tint. I've been wearing this for most of the shots in today's video, so you've seen it a lot already without knowing. I already have a review of another shade of this lip tint on my channel, which I picked up when I was in Korea last year. This lip tint is one of my absolute holy grail lip products and I highly recommend it to anyone. For more info, please just watch my review because I could talk about lipsticks all day long. And I talked about this for quite a lot in said video that I'm gonna link up somewhere in the corner. Anyways, I actually got this for way cheaper off YesStyle than what I bought it for in Korea, even though it was on a 50% clearance sale in the Pure shop that I bought it in Korea. And it's almost always on sale on YesStyle and it's just so good. So I just highly recommend just snag one for yourself as well if you're gonna buy something anyways. It's so cheap and it's like one of my absolute favorites. Also, I quickly want to mention again, if you guys want to help me out, if you end up choosing to buy something with YesStyle, please consider using my code Landira. At your order, it's gonna help me out a little bit, like basically the money that you're gonna end up saving from my code is gonna be awarded to me and I can buy more clothing and make more videos and look pretty. So that would be nice, right? I mean, I would find it nice. I've honestly not found a single person so far that wanted to use my code. I was like, hey guys, I have a friend code. Actually, all of you guys can also have your own code. So everyone that is at YesStyle has an own code. It's just that I, as an influencer, have an extra cool code that is my name, but everyone has like a number string that ends up being their code. So you can of course also use the code of a friend, but if you don't have friends like me, or if you just want to help me out, feel free to use my code. That's gonna make me very happy. I've been trying to get someone to use my code forever, but no one wants it. It's really easy though. Landira. Use it, please. Anyways, just to put this here again, this video is not sponsored in any ways. While I'm a YesStyle influencer, I do not get any money from them, and the only kind of revenue that I will ever make from this video is if any of you guys actually decides to use my code. Otherwise, I just gave a lot of cool shopping tips to my friends that are you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye. All right, let's get out of the sun. I'm super warm. I'm like, yes, I'm done.